Hello everyone and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. We are here for Silverstone once again. It is the British Grand Prix. We have the Tier 2 racers and of course we hope you enjoy the highlights we chose for this one. Tim in a reserve capacity coming in and shattering the timing tower here on pole position in the Ferrari as well. That's going to be Domi lining up right next to him in the Williams with Maxim B rounding out your top three. Cabicini in the Mercedes in fourth with Darian Alfie in fifth. We'll go down through the rest of this grid with you in just a moment's time and just take a look real quick at the times from lead down through all the way to 14th. It is 1 second. Well, Unicorn, it's time. Take us away here. It's Silverstone.
Here we go then. Everyone on the grid ready. They're waiting for the lights to go out on their screen. They're revving those engines. It's Tim on pole, Domi beside him, and they are away here for the British Grand Prix. Tim has got an absolutely stellar start, as has Kai Pacini. He's already pressuring Domi through turn one. Behind them, though, Darian Alfie in the racing point. He's being pressured by the Alfa Romeo of Maxime B. They're going side by side. Up at the front, Kai Pacini, he's going up the inside of Domi. He's taken P2 away from the Williams driver. Maxime B and Darian Alfie. Looks like Maxime B might have disconnected from the session, and that's as a result of his problems. Wisp, though, side by side with the racing point, and they've spun. Well, Wisp has. He's caught the rear end of Darian Alfie going down into Brooklands.
Little battles happening all over. Speaking of which, it's going to be Maxim tight to the rear of Liam coming through Brooklands. Adrian back on Max Inkster up the inside through Brooklands. He clears him coming through Luffield.
Fairly late on the brakes going down into Brooklands. Managed to make it work though, and now Adrian and Cotters. They're going side by side. Cotters well and truly passed before Cops though. Tim B, he's had a little tap with Tim. Tim, he's not been able to hold the spin. He's off into the grass in the Ferrari.
Liam, I wanted to switch to Liam there. It happened so quick, but Liam just barely escaped that. We saw the Ferrari come round. Canadian friend on the rear. Domi, Kai fighting through Stowe. Still, we saw it last lap. This time, does Domi get it done? Jumps into the pit lane. And Kai Bacini has his opportunity now coming out of Club. Up the inside, coming through turn one. This could be spicy. How's this going to go? Do we have the angle? No, we don't. Kai Bacini is off, and he is out of this race. No. Why don't we get the good angles? Oh dear. Safety car has been deployed here on lap 11. AI controlled car at the rear. Crossing the line now. Back to green flag racing. The timing tower is updating and we're away. Everything clean thus far. No major moves. Darian Alfie has had an issue. Ooh, you hate to see it. Now Cotters and who's this? Relax. There's a variety of drivers outside of turn one. Well, we saw what that can cause earlier. Extreme. Adrian's retired. And that's outside of Cops. And we have another safety car deployed. And I have what on earth has been happening?
It's going to play a role here as well.
Absolutely not giving Domi any breathing space. He doesn't want to see anything tricky happen. This can be dangerous when you're stuck this close on a safety car restart, especially considering these drivers have no idea where the heck this guy's going to take off here. But he's going to look like he's going to come here through Club. And are we going to see wheel spin for Maxim? I think we are. Domi with a fantastic exit. Liam is looking at an exposed Maxim. We have another exchange. Squid on these softs already, making up positions. Wisp as well. It's a Max. Extreme in this exchange. Very intense restart here.
He's managed to create a little bit of a gap between him and Liam. But Max Inkster still on these soft compound tyres. He's going to have benefited quite a lot from these safety cars. He's going to have been able to preserve those tyres that they would have struggled to get to the end, but they would have been worse for wear.
Squid with a lot of power. Holy cow, coming out of Stowe right now. That's going to be Squid on the outside coming down through the chicane. Ooh, it's a Max. Squeezing him off a little bit there. There's a big snap out from Cotters. He's under threat here. That's going to be Darian Alfie around the outside into 13th position. And Darian Alfie is on a recovery hunt here. He's down through Brooklands real tight to the inside. And we're going to jump on with Darian here as best we can, because he is in turbo mode. Up the inside, coming through Woodcote.
Yeah, Squid has made some sort of error, and it's going to be Cotters looking up the inside into Cops. As Tim up ahead, looking at Crampy now. DRS, Crampy has dropped out of DRS range of his teammate, and it is Tim flying past the first Haas. Is he going to catch Max Inkster towards the end of this race?
Into Stowe, he's working on the Alfa Romeo of Max. Going down on the inside, wheel to wheel through the chicane. A little bit of a tap there. That's an end plate off from Max. He's come round. Squid's gone into him, I think.
Squid's gone into the pits.
What has happened to Squid? He's retired the car. Why has he retired the car? Point, I believe that's a 492. From Darian. Tim on the inside, coming through Brooklands now. Oh, and that's a hook from the rear of the Haas, and that's going to be Tim round. Heck of a dynamic race now. Crampy and Max Inkster. Gunter Steiner made the call.
Ahead of his teammate in 4th place, but still 5th would not be a bad result at all. And for the constructors as well, Haas right now
on the inside now. He's on Domi. He's just made it through.
Straight down on Maxime B. You can see Maxime B trying to make this slipstream as difficult as possible for the Williams. He covers the inside. Domi around the outside. Who is going to get the better exit? Out of Stowe here. It is going to be Domi still in the lead of this race. Maxime B's got a red fuel light on his car. He's got to be careful he doesn't get put into low fuel mode, but it is Domi in lead of this race, coming round Club. And he takes the checker flag first. And penalties haven't played a role here. As Liam now takes 2nd place away from Maxime B as Max gets onto the podium.
Max Inkster has just landed a podium. And because of the desync issues and things like this, he had to receive a 5-second penalty. But you can see here, that is clearly not the case. Not a single penalty in sight. Domi with the win, though. According to this timing tower, I have to go by what I'm looking at. But I think that's Maxim there.
Well, even if Maxime got a 5-second penalty, he'd only be 2nd according to the time here. Right? It's 5.4 seconds off the win.
Well,
that's what I'm seeing.
As I said, stewards will review, and the standings, the official standings that you can find on racinghub.io will reflect the official standings.